Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This is the video for students of class 2, subject Science. Today's thought: if you want something you never have had, you have to do something you have never done. So this thought means that if you want to achieve something great, something bigger, then you have to change your habits. What you do every day is very important. If you do something every day repeatedly and still you are not getting anything new, then you should change your habits. And when you change your habits, it will change for good. You will achieve something new. So every day try to learn something new which you have never done before. These are the instructions that all of you should follow. Spend at least 1 hour every day being physically active, means try to play outdoor games every day at least for 1 hour, and spend less than 2 hours for watching television or playing video games or even using mobile phones. Don't spend more than 2 hours on television, mobile phones or video game. Eat at least total 5 fruits and vegetables every day, like apple, banana. There are many fruits, at least 5 of them you should eat every day. Smoke on healthy foods and less junk food and sweets. So avoid junk food, avoid sweets, just eat the healthy food like vegetables and fruits every day. In our today's video, we will continue with chapter number 13, Light and Shadow. We will revise the chapter with the help of the summary and the keywords, as we have already completed the chapter. We will read the notes of the chapter as continued. We were reading the notes in the previous video. We shall continue that, and we will solve some interesting worksheets. So let us continue with chapter 13, Light and Shadow. So chapter 13, Light and Shadow. First we are reading the keywords. There is only one important keyword in the chapter, that is shadow. A dark patch seen on the ground, a wall, or any other object when something does not let light pass through it is called shadow. It is a dark patch which can be seen on the wall or on the ground or any other object when the object comes in between, when the object blocks the light which is passing through the room or passing through something. When the object comes in between, then the shadow will be formed on the ground, or it can be formed on the wall or also on any other object. Let us read the summary of the chapter. The sun gives us light, right? We know that the most important source of light, the biggest source of light is the sun. The sun helps us see the world around us during the day. During the daytime, do we need a torch? Do we need a candle? No, we do not even need the light from our vehicles during the daytime, because the sun is there in the sky and the sun helps us during the day. Sun gives a lot of light during the day. Shadow is dark patch seen on the ground, a wall, or any other object when a thing does not let the light pass through it. So how is the shadow formed? When an object comes in between, when the object blocks the light and does not allow the light to pass through, at that time the shadow is formed. A shadow is formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Where is the shadow formed? Shadow is formed on the opposite side of the source of light. It is formed on the opposite side, not on the same side. Shadows in the morning and evening are long, while shadows at noon are the shortest. See, in the morning and evening, the shadows are formed, and in the afternoon time, when you go out and you see your shadow, it is the shortest shadow in the afternoon time. Now let us continue with the notes of the chapter. So let us just have the quick revision of the previous video. We are reading the notes. Hard words we had read: light, patch, shadow, ground, formed, opposite, source, length, different, shortest, tube light, candle, flashlight, bonfire, powerful. Then we had read MCQ, multiple choice questions. Which of these is not a source of light? Which one is not the source of light from the given four? Sun, tube light, chair or fire? Which one does not give light? Chair. Which of these is not true of a shadow? Length of a shadow during all the times of the day is equal. That is false. That is not true, because the shadow's length keeps on changing. Where is the shadow of an object formed? On the opposite side of the source. What is the color of a shadow? Color is black. Where can a shadow not form? In the sky. The shadow cannot be formed in the sky. Fill in the blanks. A shadow is a dash patch. A shadow is a dark patch. Shadow is the dash at noon. It is the shortest at noon. Things that give us light are called dash of light. They are called sources of light. The dash is the most powerful source of light, the sun. We cannot see anything in a dash room, in a dark room. Shadows are formed when the things do not allow dash to pass through them. Light. A dash can be formed on the ground. Shadow. Shadows are formed on the dash side of the source of light. Opposite. Shadows are of dash lengths at different times. Shadows are of different lengths at different times. Match the following we had done. Light, to see the things around us. Shortest shadow is in the afternoon. Long shadows are in the morning and evening. No shadow can be seen where there is total darkness. So now students, we shall continue learning the notes further. True or false. Let us read the notes which are pending and finish off the lesson today. Write one time in the rough book. As I tell you, every time while watching the video you should write the notes in the rough book one time so that you can learn and revise. True or false? Number 1. We do not need light to see the objects. Is it? We don't need the light? It is false. Because without light we cannot see any object clearly. If you switch off the light in the room when it gets dark at night, you cannot see the object unless you switch on the light. So without light you cannot see. It is given we do not need light, but it is false. We need light. Number 2, we can see in the dark. False. As I just told you in the above sentence, when you switch on the light you can see, but when you switch it off you cannot. So it is false. In the dark we cannot see. Number 3, a shadow is a dark patch. Yes, that's true. Because we saw what is the shadow. The dark patch which is formed on the ground or on the wall or any other object, that dark patch is a shadow. A shadow is formed when a thing lets the light pass through it. False. Shadow is formed when the thing does not allow the light to pass through it. When it blocks the light, here it is given, it lets the light pass through, but it does not let it pass through. So that is false. Shadow is only formed when the object does not allow the light to pass through it. Number 5, a shadow can form on the floor. Is it? Can the shadow be formed on the floor? Yes, that is true. Shadow can be formed on the floor also. So it is true. Number 6, shadow is the longest in the morning. Is it? Yes, it is true. I am not talking about the shortest. Longest, very long. The shadow is longest in the morning. It is true. Number 7, a shadow can be formed on the wall. Can the shadow also be formed on the wall, like the walls of your house or the walls you see outside? Yes, the shadow can be formed on the wall also. Shadow is still there on the wall. When you are walking, you can sometimes see your shadow on the wall. Number 8, a shadow is formed on the same side of the light. It is false, because the shadow is formed on the opposite side, not on the same side. Here it is given, the shadow is formed on the same side of light source, so it is false. I hope you have written all in the rough book while reading it. Now, give one word. It is, write one word for the following. Give one word. Number 1, we need this to see things. What do we need to see the things? We need light to see the things. The answer is L-I-G-H-T, light. L-I-G-H-T, light. We need light to see the things. Number 2, dark patch which is formed when the light falling on an object is not able to pass through it. What is that dark patch called? When the object comes in between, when the light is passing through and the object comes in between and stops or blocks the light, what is the dark patch formed? It is shadow. S-H-A-D-O-W, shadow. S-H-A-D-O-W, shadow. Number 3, another name given to midday. Midday means when the half day gets over, like 24 hours are there, right? In the day there are 24 hours. So when 12 hours get over, it is called half day or midday. That is called noon. Like we say afternoon. When do you have your school? The timings are of afternoon, right? So that is noon. That is midday. Midday school you have. So midday is the other word for noon. Number 4, the time of the day other than morning when a shadow is long. So you know that shadow is long in the morning and also in the evening. In the evening time also, means after 4 o'clock at 5:30 you see the shadow is long. Just like morning time the shadow is long, same way in the evening also the shadow is long. Spelling you have to learn, E-V-E-N-I-N-G, evening. E-V-E-N-I-N-G, evening. Give 2 examples. Give 2 examples. For each sentence you have to write 2 examples. Let us read one by one. Natural sources of light. We get light from this naturally. It is given by God to us, that are called natural sources of light. We have not made, we have got these things naturally. So answers are sun and stars. Any 2 things you have to write. Sun and stars. These are the 2 natural sources of light. They give us light every day and night. Number 2, artificial sources of light. Artificial means man-made. Like sun, moon, stars are natural. But what we have made, what human beings have made for getting light, from that we have to write any two. So the answer is flashlight and tube light. See, one thing is common, light, L-I-G-H-T, L-I-G-H-T. So you just have to learn the spellings of the first words. Here it is flash, here it is tube, F-L-A-S-H, flash, T-U-B-E, tube, flash, light, tube, light. Two words are joined here, see, flash, light, tube, light. So flashlight and tube light are the two things, are the two artificial sources of light which are man-made. They are artificial sources of light. Question answers. Now question answers are left. Let us discuss the question answers of the chapter so that you can write it in the fair book. Number 1. What do we need to see the objects? How can we see the objects? What do we need? We need light to see the objects. We need light to see the objects. See, the light is switched on in the room, so everything is visible clearly, isn't it? Yes, because the light is switched on. So we need light. That is the answer. If you write this much, you get the answer. You get 1 mark. But it's good if you write the whole sentence. Number 2. Can a shadow be formed on the same side as the source of light? Can the shadow form on the same side where the light is there? Where you are standing on the same side, will the shadow be formed? Or on the opposite side? The shadow forms on the opposite side, not on the same side. So here the answer is no. A shadow cannot be formed on the same side. A shadow forms on the opposite side. Right? Here it is given. Question is asked, can a shadow be formed on the same side? So the answer is no. Shadow cannot be formed on the same side. Number 3. A shadow is formed on which side of the source of light? Here it was given, not on the same side. So on which side does the shadow form? A shadow is formed on the opposite side of the source of light. See, this is opposite side. Here is the shadow. Here is the shadow of this one, right? So the shadow is formed on the opposite side. Just like here it is formed. Here also the shadow is there. It is on the opposite side of the source of light. These words you have to learn. O-P-P-O-S-I-T-E, opposite. Shadow is formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Number 4. Name any 3 artificial sources of light. Artificial means man-made. Human beings have made that kind of sources of light. You have to give the names. So the 3 which are shown over there: a candle, a flashlight, and lamps of a car. Candle is there. It can also give the light. Man-made it is. Flashlight, which we have in our phones nowadays. Headlights of the car, which is needed. The lamps of a car, which are needed when driving at the time of night. So, candle, flashlight, and lamps of a car. Spelling C-A-N-D-L-E, candle. F-L-A-S-H-L-I-G-H-T, flashlight. L-A-M-P-S, lamps of a car. Number 5. Which is the most powerful source of light? Which gives us maximum light? Which is the most powerful source of light? We get maximum light from this object. What is it? It is the sun. The sun is the most powerful source of light because the sun gives us maximum light. The sun is the most powerful source of light. The sun. So here we complete our question answers. Now let us solve some extra questions. See students, now whatever we are solving is extra. So you will not write all this in fair book. I will just write extra so that you don't have any doubt. Now whatever we are doing is the extra practice of the chapter. This extra practice has to be written in the rough book, not in the fair book. I hope it is clear. MCQ number 1. Which of the following gives us light? From where do we get light? Option A, candle. Option B, table. Option C, chair. From these three, which one gives us light? Answer is option A, candle. Table and chair cannot give us light, but candle can. Number 2. Which of the following gives us light? Again the same question. From which of the following things, three things, do we get light? Option A, fan. Option B, tube light. Option C, toaster. We get light from tube light. Fan and toaster, they cannot give us light, right? Tube light. Tube light is something which all of us have in our homes. We switch it on after evening when it is the night time. Number 3. What do we call the insects which give off the light? Do you know there are some small insects which you see in the evening when it gets dark? We see some insects outside our house. Which are that insects that give us light? Glowworms, or glassworms. Which are that insects? They are glowworms. Option B, glowworms. That insects, they emit light, they give out light. Number 4. Where can be the shadow formed? Where does the shadow form? On the ground, above the ground, or in the sky? The shadow is formed on the ground. Option A. The shadow can be formed on the ground. Number 5. A shadow is formed on the dash side of the light. A shadow is formed on the dash side of light. Same side, opposite side, or none of these. So the answer should be opposite. Shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light. Number 6. The shadow formed is long during the dash. Shadow formed is long during daytime, night time, or noon time. When is the shadow long? During the daytime. So option A, in the morning and in the evening the shadow is long, not at night or noon. So option A, number 6. Now see over here, read the words and write the number next to each of the picture. Some 10 pictures are given. We have to find out which picture is it from the 10 which are given in the box. First we will read that 10. Number 1, matches. Number 2, the sun. Number 3, a candle. Number 4, a lantern. Number 5, a lamp post. Number 6, a beside lamp. Number 7, a wall lamp. Number 8, a bulb. Number 9, a chandelier. And number 10, a torch. Now, where do you find number 1, matches? Did you find matches? Where is it? So the matches are over here. See, this is match stick. These are matches. So let's write number 1 in that circle which is given, matches. See over here. Then, did you find the sun? Where is the sun? The sun is over here. Right? So, there we write which number? Number 2. The sun. Number 3. A candle. Where do you find a candle? In which line? It is in line number 2. Over here, see. The candle. So, there we write number 3. And place it in the circle. A candle. Number 4. A lantern. Did you find lantern? Where is it? The lantern is over here. See. This is a lantern. So we write number 4 in that lantern. After that, number 5. A lamp post. Where is a lamp post? So the lamp post is over here. Lamp post. So there we write number 5. Lamp post. And we put it in the circle. Number 6. A beside lamp. You can sit there and you can study. You can keep that lamp beside you. This is a beside lamp. Let us write number 6 over there. A beside lamp. 7. A wall lamp. Where is a wall lamp? The wall lamp is over here. The lamp which can be hung on the wall. That is number 7. A wall lamp. Then let's find number 8. A bulb. Very easy it is. The bulb. Bulb is over here. We switch on the bulb many a times at night when we don't need a lot of light while sleeping. A bulb. Number 9. A chandelier. Where is it? It is over here. So let us write number 9. Here it is. And the last one, a torch. Where is it? The torch. See, it is over here. The last. Number 10. Torch. Let us write. It is 10, not 1. And the torch is the last one, number 10. So here we complete our today's video. What did we learn today? We learned the notes of the chapter, the pending notes. And remember, whenever you write in fair book, make sure there is no mistake when you are writing it from the PDF which is sent in the group. See that you write with good handwriting. Your presentation should be very good. And after writing, you can show it to your parents whether the handwriting are good or not. Let them see. If there is any mistake, you can show it to your elders and correct it. Keep watching the videos every day. We will start with the revision very soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.